What are you doing? Well, we know that spigot works. Gardens are so pretty in the morning, even if there's nothing planted in them. So the other day I posted a picture of the incline of my garden and how I'm trying to figure out how to plant it for actual success, because I've never really gotten this part of our garden to be very successful. It's very hard panned. I've mulched it, I've done all sorts of things, but you can see the gentle grade of the garden, right? So what I did is, kind of taking a permaculture principle, I decided to do a kind of a form of a swale. So you can't see here because I totally spaced out and didn't really document last night when I was doing this. Underneath this layer of mulch is a trench. You can kind of see over here that I have a trench over there. So basically, I just dug a trench with this really skinny shovel and mounded it up onto there. And then I did the same thing on both sides and kind of basically dug in here. Then I pulled all the mulch down and filled it in so I can walk on this spot. Here's my row, and then here was another trench. I just basically dug a trench, and so essentially we have kind of this kind of a situation going. That's what you want. You want there to be a trench on both sides of your swale, so moisture kind of follows that path and gets pulled into the mulch on either side and retains moisture and kind of stops the flow of erosion in a sense, so that your dirt isn't all running off as much, I guess. So I kind of flattened and shaped the top of these rows. There will be another row here, and that mulch will be the pathways. So this mulch pathway here and this one, they will compact down a little bit more. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to figure out ways to utilize the slope. It's not very much of a slope, but it's enough to where gardening has been kind of interesting. And I'm learning, so yeah, there you go. Hopefully we'll have something planted here really soon. Out here with my little crew. Where'd he go? There he is. Kitty Binks. Kitty Binks. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, we were supposed to start at Sally.
Oh, okay. So start over.
Sally around the sun, Sally around the moon, Sally around the rainbow, Sally around the chimney. Day afternoon.
Good job. Where'd you learn that?
On Reading Eggs videos.
Oh, reading eggs. Good job reading eggs. That's a good one. Hey, Kitty Binks. Come here. Oh, let me scratch you, kitties. In the garden, putting on frost cloth is what we're doing right now. Do you want to grab that corner for me, sis? So I take it off in the morning time so that we can get optimal sun exposure. This frost cloth actually lets through about 75% of the sunlight. But still, I want them to get enough and get the soil warmed up every day. I also did 2 layers on this because it's a double protection for the frost. Because this is one bed that actually has live things in it. I transplanted my little overwintered kale plants into here today. So there's about 9 of them in here, and then I put the rest in a different bed. So we just come out here every night. Look at you. Look at this. You're definitely an Oregon kid.
A moon. A moon.
So yeah, putting on frost cloths before it gets dark. So my bestie, my chicken bestie did a thing for me. She brought me a roux for the ladies. Okay, so I'm totally nerding out, getting excited about all the work that the chickens are doing out here, and I just wanted to show you guys. There's where the baby chicks are, in their little crate we carry them in every night. So there's obviously still some composty scraps left on the ground from the things that the chickens won't eat, like orange peels, avocado peels, some apple peels. Not a big deal. Oh, except for this. We are gonna take this, so we don't want that sticker out here. Just put it in there. I don't know if you can see this very well, but you see the difference between where they have been and where they haven't been? This whole line and over there, that's where they were. It's all dark and kind of spread, where we still have really big clumps of grass where they haven't been. Let's see, we're all the way up to, they started here. It's just darker. It's just a much darker strip. It's kind of hard to tell because of this lighting, but it all used to look like this. Lots of stand-up grasses that we, because we like weed whacked it or whatever and cut it all back, but it still obviously had some left that we didn't really cut all the way that deep. They took all that tall stuff down and just kind of incorporated it into all the rest of the mulch. It's pretty awesome. 4 chickens, 24 hours a day, moving them 1 to 2 times a day. Sometimes I just move them like 3 feet at a time, just to like kind of move them a little bit. And sometimes I move them all at once. I just take a census of the ground, really. I mean, there's a hole here that I can step down into. It's probably 3 inches deep, 4 inches deep. That means they need to go, you know? You can see over here, there are no holes because I moved them. This was where I was moving them every 3 feet. And then I moved them off of this spot completely because I saw these 2 holes starting to happen. So that's when you know it's been long enough and you just move them. And the baby chicks, I'm just moving them 3 feet at a time too, because they're staying back, they're pooping and staying mostly back in the sheltered back forth. So I've just been moving it up to get them off of the spot where they were. Like this is exactly where they started. There's the corner where they started right here. See, like, look at all that clumpy stuff. That's what they're helping to do, spreading it out. I just gave them another decent amount of clump of grass in there. Little goosey goose. Yeah. She's bailing out.
I'm looking at my God. Not giving it out. Ouch.
I love you.
I'm not the only one.
Of what the dirt looks like before and after the chickens. This is a pretty good example right here. The corner of the coop was right here. Dark and like pooped on, tilled on, moved around a little bit, grass knocked down, and then where the chickens have not been. You can see that pretty solid. Oh yeah, Creek, we can see you too, buddy. Pretty solid line. Pretty cool. Just out of camera shot, the cat who won't leave me alone. It's got to be right up in my business every time I'm planting something. Yes, you do, handsome cat. You're kind of a turd, but you're really cute. So simply just scratch out a furrow, bury a bunch of peas, and they do like to be, I know I planted a lot, but sometimes birds get them, and they do love to be planted and grown in thick stands. So they like the company of their fellow pea brethren. So just kind of make sure they're all covered. There you go. Now I have more. I don't know where I'm gonna plant these. I'll have to find a spot here somewhere. Always, always in the beds, always. You little stinkers. You're lucky you're cute. Creek, get out of that garden. You stay out of the flower beds, homie. What is your deal? Oof. Trying to wreck everything we got going on. Not even by pooping in them. I mean, sometimes he definitely tries to poop in them, but mostly he just wants to lay on top of them. The soft soil, the plants, everything. I haven't had to clean poop off of the patio or any of the pathways around the house. I always know where my eggs are. That one's a little messy, but we'll clean that. I would say chicken tractors for life. They're happy. Look how much they're tilling the ground in there. I don't know if you can see the difference. Oh, come on, don't do that. Oh, of course, there we go. Look at that hole. They are straight up tilling the ground, fertilizing, aerating, knocking down all of the tall grass that's like all around here from last year. They're doing a really good job. That's exactly what we want. Plus now they have a rooster to help protect them. Hey, I love you. Where are we going? Well, not right now. We're going to get plants right now. We're going to the garden store. Careful. That's cool. They even sanded down the edges a little bit. Yeah, you can hop and hop and hop.
Let's go see the chickens.
Let's go see the chickens. Aw, this is such a cute little coop. Look at this little setup. Oh, it's so cute.
There's a little tunnel.
Oh, look. Oh, this is really cute. Pollination station. Look how cute it is.
So cute.
This is really cute. I bet you they're gonna plant beans or peas or something up there so that they can climb up, and it'll be a fun little place to hide in, a little teepee. Okay, I like how they have the garden cloth underneath there.
What happened?
Strawberries? Oh no. Looks like they fell over or something maybe.
Can I have the chick back now?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go.
Hop, 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 hop.
What are you doing, Binks? Kitty Binks? What are you doing? You can't walk along that fence, bro. Kitty Binks? What are you doing? Crazy kitty.